Hello guys, welcome back. So we're gonna move on to get some normal map to use for the small details. We can search for leather normal map and we should be able to get some. And let's see, I'm gonna try get something that looks like leather detail. Maybe this one. I'm gonna save it here. Alright. Now to use it, you can just drag it to the graph. And you can say link source. That way it's gonna be linked with this image, and if you go change it later on, it will be updated. Anyway, we have this normal map now. What I want to achieve is apply this kind of detail on top. On almost all of those things, but not those buttons, because those buttons, maybe they're metal or something, I'm not sure yet. We want to combine a normal map information on top of another normal map. It's not going to be that flexible, so if you can try to use blend. Oops, top and bottom. The problem is there's no blending method for normal map blending, so that it's not that easy to do, in my opinion. So you can convert this normal map to a grayscale head map and combine it with our original head map and then convert them all together into a new normal map. Okay, so I need to make this normal map a head map. We can select it and hit space button. We can look for normal, and we can say normal to head. Now we're getting a head map, and then we can drag from here. We can say I wanted to then blend it with something else, and this one is going to be the foreground and this is going to be the background. Let's take a look at the result. Redmode strike, and we can change the blend mode to maybe add. That's too much. We can try multiplication then. Okay, and we can drag it to the normal map. Now you can see we're getting something. And one thing I don't want it to happen is I don't want this detail to happen on the button area, so I kind of need a alpha here in the opacity. Now we do have some alpha that we can use already in this one, so I'm going to drag it all the way to here. Okay. Whoops. Actually, I need to do that before I repeated it. So this is actually the new background. Anyway, and this goes there. Okay, and this goes there. Okay, so we blend with the not repeated one, and then I can use that dot we used earlier as the mask. Cool. Now my problem is the mask needs to be flipped. So let me create a invert grayscale. And then we connect that alpha, invert it, and then use this as the new opacity. Okay. Alright. Now you can see we're only having those information on the other areas. Now, another thing I think I need to tweak is it's too intense. Let me use the level. Okay, and drag that over, and that goes here. Whoops. Select it and do a level. Alright, and I can use level to tweak the mate value to make it brighter, so the multiplication is not that intense. Okay, alright, that looks good. And we can also control the repletion of this guy or not. I think it's okay here, so I don't think I need to repeat it for the moment. So let's say I'm happy with this. So one more thing I wanted to do is I want to introduce a, oops, I think I lost my hat. Let's go to material, add default, and add it. Let's take a look at the hat. And drag that up, and we can also change the material hat map method to be tessellation, so it's actually bumping out. Now, one thing we can also generate from the hat map is the ambient occlusion. What we can do is just create a ambient occlusion node. Oops. And this ambient occlusion node does need a hat input. Okay. Now this is the ambient occlusion it calculates. And before we tweak it, we can actually create a ambient occlusion output. We can do that by copy from the hat, Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Okay, for this new one, we're gonna name it to ambient occlusion, and we can also use AO as the label, and the usage will be ambient occlusion. Okay, I want to connect our new ambient occlusion map here. It doesn't appear to the viewport. What we can do is we can right-click in the graph and view output in 3D to update it. Now you can see we have this ambient occlusion multiplied on top of the original image. This is going to give us more detail, more refined detail, and then we can go ahead and tweak the ambient occlusion. Like, can I change the head depths to make it stronger or weaker, and change the radius to make it bigger or smaller. Okay. And we can even blur it if we wanted to. So I kind of don't want it to be too strong. I lower that down. If I want, I can actually avoid having ambient occlusion on those small details, so that I can get better results. So what I can do is we actually combine it here already. So I need to Ctrl+C to copy this and paste one here, and we're gonna create one from this clean result, and this one can be our new ambient occlusion, so that we're only getting the bigger detail getting enhanced. Alright, looking better. So this is gonna be the tutorial for now, and in the next one we're gonna go ahead and try to do some variations on the roughness, because for now our roughness is being controlled by a uniform color. Okay, see you next time.